The Unfiltered by Jade.
Jade. Welcome to the Unfiltered by Jade, where we get out of the box and dive into topics that are sidelined. I look forward to entertain, educate, and inspire. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, donate, and make everybody know about this. Welcome back to the Unfiltered by Jade. Today we have on the phone someone I've known how long it was. It was quite some years now. We went to high school together.
Yes, long time.
A long time. All right, so we're going to jump into it, and we are definitely going to talk about something that many persons want to talk about. Many females have been asking me about, so we have brought in a professional to answer the questions.
Okay.
So, yes, ma'am, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. My name is Shantall Hilton, otherwise known as Jilloy makeup artist. I'm a makeup artist of 11 years now. Long time, that's enough. 11 years, and it's my passion, and I love every bit of it.
Very good. And it's a long time that she has been doing the craft. So, yeah. What is we need to know, why is it that you decide to do makeup? How you find it?
Well, I was, it kind of just found me. It's a funny thing to say, but it's true, because I never expected that I'd be in the beauty industry doing makeup. But I was invited to a class, and I was there as somebody's model, because she is a friend of mine, and she had asked me, "Oh, can you be my model for my makeup?" It was her makeup class, and I was just so intrigued by the transformations, because they were doing all different types of makeup. But one particular thing stood out to me was a lady was getting beauty makeup done, meaning like, soft glam, or quote unquote bridal glam. She was getting, that was her, she was being tested in that area. And when she was finished with the lady, it's how the person felt after she was finished. She almost cried. And I was like, wow, if you can make somebody feel that good, I want to do that. I want to know, I want to make people feel good about themselves, because makeup is, it's a confidence booster for a lot of people. And it doesn't have to be a mask. And a lot of people think about it as a mask, but it's not. It's really something to just show your natural beauty, or accentuate your best features. So it doesn't have to be something where you're wearing a ton of this and a ton of that. It's really something just to accentuate you as a person.
Very nice. Yeah, well, I mean, because I've always wondered, because when I know you started in makeup, I was like, oh, really? Maybe she was doing it from high school,
No, I wasn't. It was after high school.
Okay. Good, and I've seen her work, and you really do good work. And I think I like your style of makeup. As I say, soft glam. It's not too much.
Right.
You give persons a natural look, which is really appreciated, right? And persons really want to go for that sometimes than probably the one that's gonna catch everybody. Everybody's looking at the colors and sometimes those things are not so. I don't want to use the wrong term.
I know, but I mean, everybody likes what they like. And I mean, it's not that I can't do it. It's just I've chosen my niche, because I like when people still look like themselves, but they have that little bit of, oomph to say, oh my gosh, I look so natural, but at the same time, my eyes are popping, or my lip is popping, that subtle pop of something that makes you stand out.
Right. So they don't look like somebody else after you finish with them.
Right.
Something. Just want to put that out there. What is the importance of a makeup artist?
The importance of a makeup artist.
Yeah.
Well, um, funny enough, some people wouldn't think that we're very important, but we're, when you have that special occasion or that special day, like a wedding day or your
Mm-hmm.
graduation, that's a special time, baby shower, something. And when you're taking photos, you want your
Right.
photos to look A1 because you're gonna have your
Yes.
photos for a long time, especially a wedding.
Yeah.
You're gonna have your photos for a long time. Your makeup
Right.
artist is important. Your hairstylist is
It's
important for
important.
those
Yes.
pictures. And
I
for,
agree.
yeah, for those type of occasions, your makeup artist is important. So your makeup artist is, you know, that person that makes you look your best, one of the persons that make you look your best for a special occasion. So
Mm-hmm.
I would say that's
I, wa-
important.
I want to make a disclaimer on this topic. A lot of people think that people who wear makeup or do makeup
Hmm.
have self-esteem issues.
No, a lot of people don't, like, I don't, but you know,
Well, I know. Well, hold on. I just say you don't. I
mhm.
know you don't because I used to admire you for years.
Wow.
Still do.
Oh,
Because I used to always say, boy, she's a pretty girl, you know.
oh, thank you.
One nice pretty girl, you know. So I mean, even seeing that, and I mean, there are many other
Hmm.
makeup artists who
Yeah,
are beautiful.
yeah,
Everybody's beautiful, but
right, right.
but people tend to think that if you're a makeup artist or if you use makeup, it's because you have self-esteem issues and you really don't.
No, it's another form of expression for me. And for some
Okay,
people it is, because some people, do makeup to express themselves. And you have
right.
more artsy type people. They might wear a bold blue eyeliner but nothing else. And that is still makeup for them. And you have some
Mhm.
people that might wear a bold red lipstick. And that's just their thing. They don't have on no foundation in it, but them just have on the
Not
lipstick.
talking.
So,
If you like yourself, about me. And go continue.
and that is still makeup because you're adding something to accentuate your natural self. So it's not
I
even,
agree.
it's like an accessory, not necessarily something that you need. It just provide a
It
little
makes you feel
boost.
better. It
Yeah,
makes you stand tall.
right,
Feel confident in it. Yeah,
right,
I agree.
exactly.
What is the most important quality in a makeup artist?
They have to be a person willing to deal with different personalities, because you deal with different persons on a daily, and sometimes energies rub off on you.
Hmm.
And sometimes, people might come to you feeling sad, and you feel that off them. And I think
Right.
the quality you have to have as a makeup artist is not necessarily to be a sponge to kind of, suck up all of that, because then you might go home with all of that on you.
Hmm.
I feel like as a makeup artist, an important quality to have is just to be a good listener.
Okay.
Yeah, be a good listener, because you'll have clients that will come and tell you what they want from what they don't want, what they need from what they don't need, and sometimes they really don't know what they need. But be
Understood.
right,
Understood.
be a good listener, and sometimes you have to play a therapist too. Sometimes you have to,
Hmm.
like, calm people down, things like that. So for some people, or some of my clients, makeup is like therapy for them, and I have to, you know, take on a little mindset like, okay, let me go into this with a clear mind. I don't want to, take on any sad energy or anything, but at the same time, I want to be able to uplift the person. So you have to kind of be,
A
a
people
people
person.
person. Yeah, that's a good quality to have as a makeup artist, because you're going to be interacting with people every day.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. I asked that question because I have come upon some makeup artists who weren't the best people persons out there.
Right.
And yeah, and sometimes I think persons don't quite understand that if it is that people are gonna allow makeup artists or hairdressers or somebody in their space,
Right.
which is in their personal
Exactly.
space, they have to be able to connect with you,
Right.
because you're gonna be in my face, putting things on my
Right.
face. Therefore, and I mean, on the other hand, you have customers who can be difficult, because
Mhm.
you have people
Mhm.
who are difficult,
Mhm.
and you have to know how to also deal with those
Right.
persons.
You have to come in
And,
with a calm spirit, a calm mind,
yeah,
everything to deal with these
right.
people because you never know who you're gonna get. It's like a wild card. You just don't know what you're gonna get today. If the person is gonna
Right.
be a nice person or if they're gonna be a little bit grumpy. Sometimes you have to bust two joke with them and be like, oh, son, so your man gonna fix you. You have to bring off that cheerful energy to people sometimes.
So we're gonna go on a short break, and we're gonna come right back after this. Shopping Assistance Jamaica takes the stress away from finding those items you can't locate, or purchasing items online or locally. From searching to purchasing to delivery, Shopping Assistance makes it very easy. Contact us at 876-919-5195 or email us at shoppingassistance2015@gmail.com. Find us on Facebook at The Shopping Assistants, on Instagram at The Shopping Assistants JA, and on Twitter at Shopping Assist 5. Welcome back to the Unfiltered by Jade. We have speaking Shantall, and she is a makeup artist. And we're speaking about being a people person and how to go about, dealing with persons, whether they are sometimes they're difficult or not,
Mm-hmm.
and how to maneuver that.
Mm-hmm.
The next question I want to ask is, have you ever made a mistake, and how do you go about fixing it?
But makeup is, you're always learning something with this, field that I'm in. In the beauty industry, you're always learning something.
Okay.
When I just started, I made a mistake in terms of like picking foundation shade. I thought it was the right shade, but it was the wrong undertone. And back
Oh,
then, I didn't really know how to fix it. And
Jesus, what happened?
boy, well, I was saying to the lady, I was like, okay, yeah, look great. And then when I saw her in the light, I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? So quick thinking, I went for a darker powder. Try to see if I could mask it. It looked a lot better after, but it was not my best work. That was like
Okay, okay.
at the beginning, when you just have to try. Yes, you know your stuff, but sometimes some things slip through the cracks. But I fixed it.
Right, because well, I always wonder about
Hmm.
that in terms of like the foundation, how it is that you guys know which foundation fits who and whatever, because there's so many foundations out
I know,
there.
and I mean it's one thing to match somebody by the shade that you see in a bottle, but then the undertone is a different thing. So the
Missy,
underline,
I thought
I
you had
know,
no idea
right?
what
The underline color
Mhm.
that's under your skin. Sometimes you might look at a person and you say, "Oh, but she dark." But yes, she's dark, but you don't know if she's a blue undertone or if she is a red undertone or she could have an olive undertone. So it just over time you learn these things, and that's how you learn how to correct your mistakes, by
You
knowing.
think the people have deep undertone, Miss? How is it? How is it? No, no, no. All right. So even before that, because I don't understand these undertones. You're the
uh,
professional where that is concerned.
uh-huh.
Are there, speaking about like foundations,
Hmm.
are hmm, are the more expensive foundations better than the less expensive ones,
No,
or what?
No, there's a technique to everything and it's how you use it. I've used both high end and drugstore and them come out looking the same way. So it's just how you use it. And drugstore foundation has evolved over the years, so
Mm.
they've gotten a lot better with undertones. Um,
Okay.
and I mean, everybody has their preference in terms of what they like to use, but to me, it doesn't really make a difference because if you're a good artist and you know your stuff, you can make anything work.
True. I agree. What is your experience as a makeup artist, good and bad?
Oh Lord, I will eat that. There are lots of good experiences. There's more good than bad. But the good experiences is just seeing my clients being happy after their service. That is one of
Okay.
the things that I love the most. Seeing the reaction and seeing them say, "Oh, girl, I look good. I don't want to wash this
Mm-hmm.
off." And
That's
I
right.
love to see the
Mm-hmm.
reactions. That's the part that I love, seeing reactions from my clients and connecting with them too.
Mm-hmm.
That's another part that I really like. Oh, the bad. Oh,
You sure remember, all right?
I don't even know if because you have some people who are just difficult, and no matter what you do, you cannot please them.
Mm.
So I think
How do you go about that though? With
Oh, it is difficult because sometimes you have a person that is set in what they want, and you just have to
okay.
give them what they want. But you as a professional, you know that it's not gonna reflect well. But I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's what they want, so you give them. So what I do is I will test it, or I'll say, let me put it on so you can see what it look like first. And if you don't like it, we can change it. But you do have people that are extremely difficult, but you just have to be patient. And sometimes your patience, boy, it thin out by you.
Mm-hmm.
It thin out by you, but you have to hold it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be like, okay, so let's come to a compromise. Or we'll say, okay, so are you sure that's what you want? Fine, I'll give you that if that's what you really want. So I think the most
Oh,
difficult part is just dealing with those type of people. People who just want what they want and then not try hear what you have to say about it, you know. I think that's
mm-hmm.
one of the most difficult things for me. Oh, and
Okay.
another thing
So,
is,
yeah, man.
know that the market is kind of flooded, especially here in Jamaica. It's hard for you to successfully, how do I put this? Not market yourself, but price yourself. So
You know what's
yeah,
coming to
it's
that?
it's it's
Mm-hmm.
hard to price yourself now because some people might think, oh, you're too expensive, or why you're too
You know.
dear. And I'm just like, me I look on my lights, me I look on my chair, me I look on the things them in my kids, and I'm like, well, maybe I'm not the artist for you. There are so many other artists that you can choose from. And the thing that people need to understand is don't be rude about it. Just say, well, maybe I'm not the artist for you. Be kind with your words. Some people might, jump out at the person, but I try to be kind with my words and be like,
I mean, if it is that you can afford it, fine. If you
right,
can't, that's just leave
right,
it alone. I mean, it's as if you're going to shop for shoes. If you can buy the shoes, you buy it. If you can't buy the shoes, you
right.
leave it alone. It's the
And you'll
same
have
thing.
some people say
So,
that, and then my niche is not widely accepted here in Jamaica. So, people love bright
oh,
colors, they love the cut crease with the bling, and I can do it, but that's just not my niche.
Yeah,
Yeah.
understand. And I mean, it's not that you have a body. You have, as I said before, I like your makeup.
Thank you.
You know, I really like it. I really like your makeup and your work. You do really, really good
Hmm.
work. Have you ever had to turn down a client?
Yes. Yes, I
My
have.
God, it just come
Yes,
up.
I have. Because what they wanted, I knew in my heart of hearts I couldn't give them that. Yeah.
Oh,
And I didn't want to
okay.
take a client just for the money. You know, it's more than that
Right,
for me. Yes, it's my business, and yes, I want to get paid, but sometimes some things don't sit well with you. Don't bother take it
right.
on. Cause you know
You see how she's so nice and calm, guys? How come she's
don't bother take it on. I mean, if it goes stress you, don't take it on. Don't, no, it's
it's not
not
worth
worth
it.
it.
Mm,
Sometimes you can know when a
appreciate that.
job is gonna be difficult. Sometimes you can know
Ah,
when a
okay.
job is gonna be difficult, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you have to sit with yourself and be like, do I want to go through this mental stress just
Or
for the
not.
cash or not?
Mm.
You know? And sometimes it's really not worth it. And then when you close that door, another one open. And sometimes it's a better
True.
one
Always.
too. So, you know? So
Always.
sometimes I don't worry my
Mm-hmm.
head too much over, oh Lord, me should I did take this, because,
Right.
sometimes it's really not worth it to like stress yourself like that.
Well, you sound very cool, calm, and collected. I'm quite happy about it. In such a business like that. No, because that really can help you in the
Yeah.
business. With persons, it's something that persons will more
Right. And
gravitate
and
to
you
than not.
attract what you put out there. So if you're a calm person, you
Yeah.
attract calm and level-headed people.
Right. I
Hmm.
agree. I agree with that. I want to ask what makes an artist
What
great?
makes an artist there? What makes an artist great is them, how they handle themselves, their signature, their work, um how they curate their look, you know,
Okay.
how they deal with their clients. I think just overall them, because every artist is different. So
Right.
what makes an artist great, in my opinion, what makes me great, in my opinion, is just my
Right.
ability to calmly deal with people and to, not be spazzing out at every little thing. I think that's what
Right.
makes me great as an artist. Not only the fact that yes, I can do makeup, and yes, I'm good at it, but I think it's the warmness of my personality, I guess, that makes
Mm-hmm.
me a great makeup artist. Because I mean, it's more than makeup. Yes, your client comes to you for makeup, but it's more than that. As you said, they're letting you into their space and you're sharing that brief moment with that person. So you laugh, you cry, you have great conversation in those moments.
How has COVID impacted you?
COVID, Lord.
That girl, the one that everybody wants.
COVID. So, COVID, okay, at the beginning of it is really rough. And it was rough for a lot of other makeup artists too. Even hairstylists, people, skill workers, people like that. It was hard
Right.
because at first, nobody really knew, what was going to happen, how it was going to happen. Nobody know if you touch somebody, if your flesh are gonna just drop off of the bone. Nobody, nobody knew.
True.
Nobody knew. So
Mm-hmm.
it was rough. And then it didn't start picking up until probably about, I would like to say, January, February, March, April, May, probably ending of summer. People started
Okay.
to trickle in, doing
Mm-hmm.
they're getting a few jobs and stuff. Because yes, I have one or two clients, but I work in production as well. So I work I do TV
Right.
makeup sometimes, and the production slowed down drastically because
Right.
a production crew is normally more than 10 people. So yeah, they had to
Right.
like stop production, halt production for a really long time. So
Mm.
it's picking up now that people know how to better deal with it, and people are seeing that, oh, it's not a death sentence. So
Right.
people are dealing with it better now, because now we have graduation season and the graduates book them appointments and they're excited. They come, you
Mhm.
follow protocol, you wear your mask. While I'm doing the service, I wear my mask and I try to keep, not to be up in the face
Right.
too much, and just, do my thing. Make sure that them good
Right.
sanitize, and then you have to like sanitize your kit, sanitize your brushes and things like that. Use a lot of disposable stuff. So you use a disposable lip
Mm.
ones, disposable mascara ones, disposable
Oh,
sponges.
Lord. So that means you have to buy more
Well,
products now since that you
not
have to
really,
dispose.
because I had these things. These were things that I used, but now you have to be like
Mhm.
extremely thorough with the cleaning of the things.
Oh, okay,
So
okay,
not
okay,
that I
okay,
didn't
okay.
clean the kit before, I did, because it was a usual thing for me to come home and clean my brushes, wipe down my kit. But now I find myself taking out everything to
Yes.
clean it off or wipe it
Uh-huh.
off and put it
Mm-hmm.
back.
That's it,
Right, because
right, right. I mean, it's
right,
sanitation. We have to do what we have to do to keep yourself protected as well as
right.
keep the
And these
clients
are things that I
protected.
did before, but not at this magnitude. you know, you know.
Everybody are doing now at this
Right?
magnitude, my dear.
So even like
Everybody.
my powders or palettes and stuff, I spray them down with some 99% alcohol.
Right.
Spray it down.
Okay.
And but I did that before, you know. But no,
Okay. But it's just
right.
increased now in
Exactly.
how you do it.
So,
Okay,
mhm.
good enough. The last question that I want to ask is your biggest challenges that you have. I know we touched on some of them where as to if it's people and how they are
Mhm.
sometimes. Some of the other challenges that I hear you speak about is
Right.
monetary wise. Persons don't want to
Yeah,
pay
man.
for that. But what are some other?
Those are mainly it. Some people are just
Okay,
extremely
okay.
unreasonable and they just don't think that you're worth that. And I've had messages with people saying, "Oh, but why is so expensive? But so and so can do it for me for X amount." I'm like, well, go to so and so.
So go to her, go
I'm
to
like, well, go to so
her.
and so because this
Exactly.
is my price, and I'm not gonna change it.
Nope,
Yeah,
don't
I'm
change
not
it
gonna
for
change it.
anybody.
So those
Keep it
are
how it
really
is.
like the problems, like the people not wanting to pay you what you're worth,
Depends on the time.
and
Right.
that's a little bit annoying sometimes. Like booking, something as simple as booking, and if you're canceling your appointment, nobody not telling you that them canceling the appointment. Like the day comes, you think they're coming, they then they don't
And
come,
they
and
don't
they've
come.
paid a deposit, and I'm just like, they don't show
And
up.
they
I'm
don't
like,
come.
wow, okay, so you just gonna make a deposit go down the
Yeah,
drain? Because my deposits
apparently.
are
Apparently.
non-refundable. So, and it
That's right. I mean, you have to do that. You have to do that for the same sake that people won't show up
exactly, and
sometimes. So you still have to
right,
secure
and those are some
yourself
of the difficult things.
in
And
what
then,
you are doing.
as I said, everybody is different, and sometimes you come across some very
Right.
difficult people. So,
Well, you just continue doing what you're doing because I think you're doing such a great job. And everybody, people are watching you. I'm
I,
watching you.
boy, I used
And
to think nobody's seeing me.
oh, we're seeing you
I
there.
used to think
We are
nobody's seeing me
seeing
because
you.
I'm one of those smaller pages on Instagram, because apparently
Don't even go there.
apparent
Uh-uh.
I know,
We're
but
not doing
apparently
that.
these days that's around things, Jade. Jade, if you're upset to your followers, I said no.
No,
I
don't
know,
follow
but
that.
I went through a
Listen, let me
period
tell
of
you.
time where I was
I
thinking about that heavily. And then one day I said, you know what? Who's supposed to see me or go see me? That's what I started to say. And I
thank
said, the
you.
people that want what I
Mm,
have to offer will come. And I mean, I cannot complain,
right,
like it's been good, whether it's production or just my clients or a bridesmaids, bridal party, whatever it may be. I am grateful. Hmm.
right. We have to do that sometime and not
Right.
just look at the numbers. I mean, it
Mm-hmm.
can be difficult because, yeah, trust me, I have
Mm-hmm.
had that problem also. But you're doing a great work,
Or
whether it is 10 people or a
exactly.
thousand
And I
people
remember what someone said to me. They
you're doing.
said, it's better for you to have 1,000 real supporters than to have
Right, right,
10,000 that don't even really know what you're doing or don't really seem they're
right.
just there, you know?
Right. I totally agree. Totally agree. I want to thank you so much for
Thanks
being
for
on the
having
show.
me.
What I want you to do, sure. I want you to tell people your
Okay.
Instagram handle
Okay.
so
So
that
my
they can look for
Instagram
you.
handle is Jaloy MUA or Jaloy Makeup Artist, which is G_LOYMUA. That's G_LOYMUA.
Okay, good. So guys, you can look
Mm-hmm.
for her on Instagram. She's very good. I'm hearing it from you. She is a very
Mm-hmm.
good makeup artist. And yeah, get your stuff done. Christmas
Yes.
holidays are coming up. New Year's holiday, everything coming up. And I mean, although we
Mm-hmm.
can't really go all over the place, I'm
One or
sure
two things we
that,
keep.
we have places to come. Right. And she'll be a
Uh-huh.
good person to go to get it done. So
Thank
thank
you
you
so
again,
much
my
for
dear. It
having
was great having
me.
you.
Thank
Yes, my
you.
love.
All
Appreciate it.
right.
So, guys, see you again next Tuesday on the Unfiltered by Jade. Thank you.
Bam bam bide, bam bam.